Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe.
So good Tuesday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We have a lot going on. We're working on our magazines for MIPIM, which is coming up in September, EXPO Real, of course, October, and MAPIC, which is in November. And for our MAPIC, and we're having Retail Week, Coffee with Craig Retail Week at the beginning of September, which we're doing with our partners for MAPIC. And we definitely want you to all be involved in that. We also have our events of our own, which is September. We've got two of them in September. We've got our Back to Business cocktails, and we have our OctoberFest, September 22nd. And of course, October, we have our CEE Investment Awards at the InterContinental Hotel. And so we hope to see you all there. So be involved in our Back to Business cocktails. September 16th, September 22nd is our OctoberFest at InterContinental. And then on October 20th, 21st is our CEE Investment Awards, also at InterContinental Hotel. So stay tuned for all those. Of course, our online magazines and our Last Mile magazine coming out in September as well. Lots of interesting things happening. If you want to be involved in our retail week with our partners from MAPIC, let me know. That's the first part of September. We'll go with that. Now we're going to jump right into our CRE news with Winston Norman. We'll be back in 20 seconds. Norman and then Winston will be here to give you the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now preparing for the CEE region's flagship event for investors and developers, the Europa Property Investment Awards, which will be live and online October 20th and 21st. With a total of over 400 international and regional attendees, this event is not to be missed.
Good morning and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show, and here are the headlines from the EuropaProperty.com website. Today we'll start with a report from JLL. And according to their latest findings, they're saying that retail tenants are responding to the change in customer preferences and now increasingly likely to choose retail premises in modern residential areas. The growth of Poland's residential sector, combined with the 15th-minute city concept, as well as shift in consumer and customer preferences towards locality, means that alternative retail locations, such as units on ground floors of residential buildings, are now an important component of the retail map. And JLL goes on to say that the pandemic has undoubtedly reinforced the trend towards diversification and locality. However, increasing shopping activity in close proximity to where one lives, especially in newly developed residential areas, has already been observed for several years. This is confirmed by JLL data, which shows that the share of residential investments with retail units on the ground floor increased from 25% in 2001 and 2010 to 36% in the last decade. And across the world, the concept of the 15-minute cities is gaining in importance, with a move away from monofunctional neighborhoods towards mixed-use developments. So the challenge today is to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 expansion by expanding residential areas and retail together. Moving to Romania, and Polish investor Scalia has started building a new fun shop park in Focșani, a town of 100,000 people around 200 kilometers from Bucharest. The centre comprises of 500 square meters of GLA, and which 70% has already been leased. And the retail park is set to open in November this year. This is the second fun shop park on which construction has begun. The first park is set to be open in September 2021. And according to Wojciech Jurga, he's the managing partner of Scalia in Romania, he says retail parks are currently experiencing a renaissance. All those qualities that once meant the largest investors would fail to take them seriously have resulted in them not only improving their market position, but also becoming one of the fastest developing resale assets, which has been seen throughout the region as retail parks are one of the winners of the COVID pandemic. Moving on and moving to Poland, an Accolade, an industrial developer, has acquired two new industrial developments in Szczecin, with the intention of investing in the development of modern A-class warehouses with a total area of 73,000 square meters of GLA. These investments continue Accolade's strategic expansion in the Szczecin region. The total investment of these two projects is around 60 million euros. And according to Accolade, Szczecin is very, very popular and growing in popularity due to its close connection to Germany and Scandinavia, and its location directly on the Polish and German road, including rail and air infrastructure links. Szczecin is playing an important role in the EU logistics hub, and is experiencing a lot of high-quality modern industrial parks being built in the area, which are attracting global brands. And this is all contributing to the economic growth of the region. Accolade has invested almost 190 million euros in the Szczecin area today. And finally for today, and staying in the logistics sector, MLP Group has added another 43,000 square meters to the MLP Poznan West. This is with the 23,000 square meters they also recently announced for Poznan West. So a lot of development going on around Poznan. And MLP has signed an agreement with the general contractor WPIP to build this extra 43,000 square meters. The facilities will be built according to the latest trends in sustainability and will meet the BREEAM certification requirements. Construction works are set to commence immediately, and their completion has been scheduled for 2022. This is the seventh project to be carried out by MLP Group jointly with WPIP. And according to MLP, they're not afraid to build speculatively. They're convinced that all their construction will be leased fully. And that's all the news for today. For more updates, please log on to EuropaProperty.com. Thank you very much.
Okay, so welcome back. Winston, thank you very much for all that great information on the news side. Everyone, enjoy the rest of the day. We'll love to see you. And don't forget about our magazines for MIPIM, EXPO, Real, MAPIC, and all of our events coming up. And we will talk to you soon.
Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.